bullpen for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Looks as though we're going to have some activity. Probably will be Eddie Roebuck if he starts actually to throw. Orlando Cepeda 0 for 1 in this ball game. He popped up to second base in the second inning. At game time, he was hitting at 306. The bases are loaded. Harvey King at third. Philippe Alou at second. Mays is on at first, having been intentionally fast. Of course, the LA Dodgers are hoping for the opportunity of a double play. Vargas is ready now. Comes set. Delivers. The pitch is swung on and hit down to Gilliam. He goes to second to Wills for one out to throw on the first. Double play.
At the end of the 1962 season, the National League finished in a tie with the Los Angeles Dodgers 101 and 61 record, tied with the San Francisco Giants, who were also 101 and 61. So they had a 3-game playoff to see who would go to the World Series and represent the National League. They had a coin flip to determine who the home team was. The Dodgers won the coin flip. But their choice was opposite of what they did in 1951. In 1951, they chose to have the first game at home and the next two at the Polo Grounds, the Giants' home, giving up home field advantage if it went 3 games. So that did not work out well in 51. I'm sure this was on their mind because this time, when they won the toss, the Dodgers opted to play the first game at Candlestick Park, San Francisco, and then the next 2 games, third if necessary, would be at Dodger Stadium, giving them the home field advantage. So we'll start out Game 1 of the 1962 playoffs in Candlestick Park. Here are your starting lineups for today's game. Maury Wills will be the shortstop. Bat first, Junior Gilliam at second base. Tommy Davis will be in left field. Frank Howard in right field. Lee Walls will be at first base. Johnny Roseborough, the catcher. Andy Carey at third base. Willie Davis in center field. Sandy Koufax, the pitcher, grade B, with a K strikeout modifier. We're using as-played lineups, and the Dodgers will be using fielding column 3 in the basic Apba game. For the San Francisco Giants, Harvey King will lead off. Chuck Hiller at second base. Philippe Alou. Willie Hayes in center field. Alou's right field. King's in left field. Cepeda at first base. Jim Davenport at third base. Ed Bailey's the catcher. Jose Pagan is the shortstop. And Billy Pierce, grade C, with a Z modifier, is the pitcher. We're going to use the online baseball Apba Stratomatic dice roller today. And I believe we're ready to begin. All right, we're ready to begin. Maury Wills steps into the batter's box. He was the National League stolen base leader with a record 104 steals in 1962. Here's the first die roll to 35. It's going to be a ground out or pop out to the third baseman, Jim Davenport. One away. Junior Gilliam rolls a 1-5. That's going to be a base hit for Junior Gilliam to center field. Dodgers have a runner on first. He is F-rated, fast. Tommy Davis, 346 hitter in 1962. 46 is the roll. It's going to be a flyout to Philippe Alou in right field. Frank Howard. There's the pitch to Frank Howard. 43 is a ground ball softly back to the pitcher, Billy Pierce, who throws the first. And the Dodgers are out in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Sandy Koufax takes the mound with a very distinct overhand pitching style. Fastball pitcher with a knee-buckling 12-6 curveball as well. He will face Harvey Kuhn, leadoff hitter for San Francisco. 53 is a 17 on column 3. That's going to be a base hit for Harvey Kuhn. And it's going to, Frank Howard fumbles the ball in right field. Kuhn will go to second on the air. So a single and an error puts the Dodgers or the Giants with a runner in scoring position. Kuhn is an S-rated runner. They will not play it conservatively. Chuck Hiller is the batter for San Francisco. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch to Chuck Hiller. Roll is 44. That's a 7 against grade B. That's going to be a base hit to right, scoring King. And the Giants jump up on the lead 1-0. Felipe Alou, the batter. 1-2 is a 25. It's going to be a ground ball to Junior Gilliam, who flips the Wills over to Walls at first for a 4-6-3 double play. And just like that, there are 2 outs for the Giants in the bottom of the first. Willie Mays. Willie Mays led the league in 1962 of 49 home runs. 1-3 is the roll. It's going to be a base on balls, and Mays will go to first with the F-rated running speed. All right, Orlando Cepeda comes to bat. 25 is a 8 against a grade B. The runner on first is going to be a ground out to the third baseman, Andy Carey, who throws over to Lee Walls. That's the end of the first inning, but the Giants score 1 on 2 hits. They lead 1-0. Okay, at the top of the second, Billy Pierce completes his warm-up tosses. He was an all-star pitcher in the American League for the Chicago White Sox. Now pitching for the Giants here in the playoffs. He will face Lee Walls, leadoff hitter for the Dodgers. 33 is a base hit for Lee Walls. Takes us to Johnny Roseborough, the catcher. Here's the pitch to Roseborough. 65 is going to be a high pop-up behind home plate. And the ball is caught by Ed Bailey for the first out of the second inning. Andy Carey. 44 is an 8 against a grade C pitcher, and the runner on first is going to be a single to center field with 1 out. The runner holds at second base. So Walls is at second, Carey is at first. Willie Davis comes to the plate for Los Angeles. Here's the windup and the pitch to Willie Davis. At 46 is going to be a fly ball to Felipe Alou in right field. He makes the catch for the second out. And Sandy Koufax will come to bat for Los Angeles. Here's the pitch to the pitcher. 45 is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Billy Pierce has the Z rating. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop, I believe. Second base. Ground ball second base. Koufax is retired at first. And we go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Giants. Okay, Jim Davenport lead off the bottom of the second inning for San Francisco. He spent a significant portion of his career in Japan slamming home runs and being a home run leader over in Japan. Here's the pitch to Davenport, who hit 292 in 1962. 1-6 is the roll. 28 is going to be a ground ball to Maury Wills at shortstop. Over to Walls at first for the first out. 1 away, and Ed Bailey comes to bat. 1-4 is a fly ball to Tommy Davis in left field. Here is Jose Pagan. 25 is a fly ball to center field. Willie Davis has it measured and makes the catch for 3 outs. We go to the top of the third. Giants 1 and Dodgers 0. Maury Wills steps in for the Dodgers. Here's the roll. 21 is a fly ball to center field. Willie Mays has it under control and makes the basket catch in center field. Junior Gilliam result is a 27. It's a ground ball to third base. Jim Davenport is up with it, throws over to Orlando Cepeda, and Gilliam is retired. That's 2 outs. Here is Tommy Davis. Hit 346 in 1962. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Harvey Keene has it under control and makes the catch. The Dodgers are retired in the top of the third, and they are trailing the Giants by 1. Okay, the pitcher Billy Pierce will lead off the bottom of the third for San Francisco. Here is the roll. 35 is a 36. That's going to be a ball. 1 count to Pierce. Here's the next pitch. 41 is a ground ball back to Koufax. He snags it and throws over to Lee Walls for the first out. The bottom of the third inning. Back to the top of the order for San Francisco and Harvey King. Harvey King spent 8 seasons in the American League with the Detroit Tigers, and only one of those years did he not hit 300. Here's the pitch to Harvey King. 42 is the roll. It's going to be a base on balls. And he will take first with Koufax's second free pass of the day. Here is Chuck Hiller. Pitch to Hiller. 44 is a base hit to center field. Keene will go all the way to first, from first to third, and Hiller will be at first. This is the first big threat for the Giants since they scored early in the first. Here is Felipe Alou. Only 1 out. Runners on first and third. Looks like the Dodgers will play the infield back, try to get the double play. Here's the pitch to Felipe Alou. 4-4 is the roll. 7 the play result. That's going to be a fly out deep to center field. Willie Davis has it measured and makes the catch, but Harvey King will tag up and score the second run for San Francisco on the sacrifice fly to center field. Credit Alou with a RBI. And now with 2 outs, there's a runner on first. And San Francisco has a 2-0 lead. Willie Mays comes to bat. Mays walked his first time up. 25 is it's a 10. Play result. That's going to be a single to right center, sending Chuck Hiller to third. We got Mays at first. On the next pitch, Mays takes off for second. The Dodger catcher is Roseboro. He is a rated 7 catcher, so that will give him a chance to throw out Mays. 11 through 16. Here's the throw. 51. Mays is easily safe at second base. Stolen base. Now second and third with 2 outs. Normally you don't want to make a third out on the base paths running when you already got a runner in scoring position, but this is Willie Mays. All right, here we go. Here's Orlando Cepeda with runners at second and third. One Hall of Famer pitching to another Hall of Famer. Here's the pitch, 63. It's going to be a fly ball to right field. Frank Howard is under it and makes the catch for the final out of the third inning. But the Giants do score 1, and they lead 2-0 as we go to the top of the fourth. And as happens more of a share of times, Frank Howard, who caught that third out in the last inning, will lead off the top of the fourth inning. 6'7". He is a large man. He stands erect at the plate, holds the bat away from his body, and it looks like a toothpick. He knows how to use that toothpick. Here's the pitch to Frank Howard. The roll's 1-3. It's going to be ball 4. And Howard will trot to first. He is a slow runner, and I think the Dodgers will play it safe on the base paths. Lee Walls. Pitch to Walls. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Brings the bat Johnny Roseboro, catcher. 6-6 roll. That's going to be a hit column roll. 41 is a 7. That's going to be a single to right field. But it's only going to allow, since we're playing it safe with Howard, only going to allow him to go to second base. With one out, the Dodgers have runners on first and second. And Andy Carey is the batter, 7th hitter in the lineup. All right, Pierce checks the runners. Here's the windup and the pitch to Andy Carey. 36 is the roll. 12 is going to be a fielder's choice. Ground ball to shortstop. So the runner's out at second. And the runner out at second is Andy Carey. Scored 6-4. Frank Howard goes to first. And Frank Howard goes to third, and Andy Carey is the base runner at first, now with 2 outs, first and third. Willie Davis is a .285 hitter with 21 home runs in 1962. He's going to earn himself a free pass. So the bases will be loaded with 2 away. And that brings the pitcher, Sandy Koufax, to bat. Can the pitcher stick a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch. Rolls 23. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Score the San Francisco Giants 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers 0. Okay, as Sandy Koufax completes his warm-up tosses, mentioned that in the real first game the playoffs in 1962, Koufax only lasted in 1 inning. He was chased after allowing 3 runs. May not have been healthy when he made that start, but he is still here with us as we are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. He will pitch to Jim Davenport. 61 is the roll. Ground ball to the shortstop, Maury Wills, who throws over to Lee Walls. And for the second time today, Davenport rolls out 6-3. Ed Bailey, the catcher, comes to bat. 1-4 roll. Fly ball to Tommy Davis in left field. And that's the second time he's flied to left. 2 outs. So let's check what Big Gun did last time. He flied out the center. Well, he fly out the center again. 55 is an 8, and there is a fly ball. Willie Davis is under it. He flies out the 7. So inning number 4 for the Dodgers is a carbon copy of inning number 2. We go to the top of the 5th. San Francisco 2, Los Angeles 0. Okay, in the top of the 5th, Billy Pierce will be looking at the top of the Dodger order, Wills, Gilliam, and Tommy Davis. Here's the windup and the pitch to Maury Wills. 42 is a 23 on field in column 2. It's going to be an error on the center fielder, Willie Mays, putting a fast runner at first base, and Junior Gilliam up to bat. He's got 331s on his cart, so Gilliam's they're going to start the runner and hit and run. Here's the pitch. Wills is taking off. 41, that's a 28 play result. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. But Wills goes to second. 1 down. Here is Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis hit .346 with 27 home runs in 1962, his best offensive season. There is a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here for a 2-run home run. Only one of those runs will be earned, but the Dodgers tie the score at 2. And Frank Howard will be the next batter for Los Angeles. With one down here in the fourth, here's the pitch to Frank Howard. 1-4 is going to be a fly ball to Harvey Keene in left field. He makes the catch, 2 away. Lee Walls, the first baseman, comes to bat, former Chicago Cub. 3-5 is the base on balls. So Walls will take first, average speed, and Johnny Roseboro, the catcher. Here's the pitch to Roseboro. 31 is going to be also not a ball 4, but ball 2, and no strikes. Billy Pierce has a Z modifier. There's the 2-0 pitch. 1-2 is the roll. 25 is going to be a ground ball to second base. Chuck Hiller over Orlando Cepeda for the 3rd out in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 2-2. Okay, Billy Pierce is the leadoff batter for San Francisco in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the roll. 56 is going to be a pop fly to the shortstop. Maury Wills for the 1st out. Harvey Keene, who is 1 for 1 and has scored 2 runs, has also walked. Here's the roll of Harvey King. 23 is a 26. Batter safe at first. Ground ball to the second baseman, Junior Gilliam, who flips to Maury. Oh, whoa, back up. There's nobody on base here. Sorry. 23 is a ground out to second base, who flips to first base. 4-3 scored, and Keene is retired. Chuck Hiller. 21 is the roll, and he flies out to the left fielder, Tommy Davis. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Dodgers 2, Giants 2. Okay, Andy Carey will lead off for the Dodgers. 1-3 is the roll. It's going to be a base on balls. And he has struggled with control a little bit, Billy Pierce. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks in the game. So Carey goes to first. Willie Davis. 52 is the roll. Ground out to third base. 5-3. Carey goes to second. And the pitcher, Sandy Koufax, comes to bat. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to second and struck out. Here's the pitch to Koufax. 55 is 23. Runner out stealing third, catch at third. Third baseman's injured and unable to play in the next 4 games. So score 2-5. Now there's 2 outs. But the Giants are going to need to get another third baseman. Ernie Bowman will be the new third baseman for San Francisco. His defensive number is 2 less than Jim Davenport. But the Giants, who are only 1 away from fielding column 1, well, that'll be 3 away, but they're still fielding column 2. And Sandy Koufax is the batter still. 33 is a base hit for Sandy Koufax. He'll be at first base. Bat Boy brings out his jacket as Maury Wills prepares to step in to the batter's box from the left side. Actually, from the right side, because Billy Pierce is a left-handed pitcher. Koufax has average speed at first. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills. 1-5 is an 11. That's going to be a single. Koufax goes to third. Wills will try to steal second on the next pitch. Bailey is a 8 defensive catcher, so that's going to be a throw of 11 through 23. He'll be out. Here's the throw. 46, he is easily safe at second. And there's a stolen base for Maury Wills. Runs at the second, third, and now Andy Carey getting caught stealing third is pretty big. There's 2 outs. He would have scored. Now runners on second and third. Junior Gilliam will be the batter. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. Infield's playing back. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Harvey King has it measured and makes the catch for the third out in the top of the 6th inning. Go to the bottom of the 6th, San Francisco 2, LA 2. Okay, a longtime Major League manager, Felipe Alou, will come to bat to lead off the bottom of the 6th. He had 325 in 1962 with 25 home runs. I'm not sure, he hit over 300. I'm not sure it was 320, but he did hit 25 home runs. He'll be facing Koufax, and my battery is low on the computer, so we will take a timeout and plug it in. The computer is plugged in now, and it's feeling better. Felipe Alou is the batter against Koufax. Here is the pitch. 1-2 is the roll. That's going to be a ground out to the second baseman, Junior Gilliam. One away in the bottom of the 6th. Willie Mays steps in. He is 1 for 1. He's also walked. Pitch to Mays. 33 is going to be a double over third base. Mays settles in the second standing up. He lost his hat while running around first base. Orlando Cepeda's the batter. Here's the pitch to Cepeda, 44. That's a 7. That's going to be a single, scoring Mays. And making the score San Francisco 3, Los Angeles 2. Ernie Bowman comes to bat. He replaced Jim Davenport when Davenport was injured on a slide, being slid into. Here is the pitch to Ernie Bowman. 34 is a fly ball to Willie Davis, who makes the catch. 2 outs. And the catcher, Ed Bailey, comes to bat. .35 is a base on balls. First and second. Jose Pagan, the shortstop. 64 is a 39. That is a ground out to third base, who steps on third unassisted to retire Orlando Cepeda. And the Giants in the bottom of the 6th inning. They score a run to take the lead 3-2 over the Dodgers. Go to the top of the 7th inning, and Tommy Davis will lead off for LA. Here's the pitch to Tommy Davis. 43 is a ground ball softly back to the pitcher, Billy Pierce, First out. Now Frank Howard. 296 hitter with 31 home runs in 62. 45 is a base on balls. Second time he has been walked. And he'll be at first base. The Dodgers will play it safe on the base pass. Lee Walls is the batter. 36 is a double play ground ball to the shortstop, Jose Pagan, who flips to Chuck Hiller and over to Orlando Cepeda for a 6-4-3 double play. Ending the top of the seventh, go to the bottom of the seventh, Los Angeles 2, San Francisco 3. Okay, Billy Pierce will remain in the game and hit for himself. Here is the roll. 24 is the roll. It's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And we do the top of the order, and Harvey King. Harvey is 1 for 2, scored 2 runs, walked, singled. 23 is a ground ball to Junior Gilliam at second base, throws over to Lee Walls for 2 outs. Chuck Hiller. 31 is a base hit for Chuck Hiller. He is 3 for 4. Scrappy little second baseman. And we shouldn't have had our base runner on there, but we do now. Felipe Alou. 6-6. There's a drive by Alou. It is out of here, a home run. The Giants take a 5-2 lead over the Dodgers, and Dodgers Walt Alston makes a trip to the mound. The new pitcher for Los Angeles will be Ed Roebuck, grade B pitcher with a Y modifier, and he will face Willie Mays. 41 is the roll, ground ball to the shortstop, Maury Wills, who throws over to first base. That's the final out of the 7th inning. But the Giants, on 2 hits, score 2 more runs. We go to the top of the 8th. San Francisco 5, LA 2. John Roseboro will lead off the top of the 8th for San Francisco. He was once caught up in a bitter on-field fight with today's opponents, the San Francisco Giants, and he cracked a bat over the head of Juan Marichal, the pitcher for San Francisco. And but later in life, he apologized, and they actually became good friends. Here's the pitch from Billy Pierce to Roseboro. 61 is a 36. That's going to be a strike. Here's the next pitch. 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Roseboro is the first out of the 8th inning. Andy Carey. That's a hit column roll for Andy Carey. 6-6, that's a drive. It's out of here for a home run. And it's one closer for the Dodgers. It's 3-5 now. Here in the 8th, Willie Davis. 25 is a base hit. Single. Fast runner will be at first. And Al Dark comes out of the dugout to talk to Billy Pierce. Okay, that's all for Billy Pierce. Bob Bowen will be brought in to pitch for San Francisco. He is a grade C relief pitcher and X and Z modifiers. He's pitching to Ed Roebuck, who will remain in the game for... no, he won't. They're going to pitch it. So 1 out and 1 on, Ron Fairley will be the pitch hitter for the Dodger pitcher Roebuck. 278 hitter, 14 home runs in 1962. Here's the pitch from Bob Bowen. 1-1, that's a hit column roll. 21 is a 6. That's going to be a double over first. An F runner scores, so Willie Davis will score on the double by Ron Fairley. And it is now 4-5. Dodgers trail by 1. Still only 1 out. Maury Wills will come to bat for LA. Here's the pitch to Wills. 1-4 is a fly ball to Tommy Davis in left field. And now 2 outs. Here's Junior Gilliam. Gilliam is 1-for-4 on the day. 45 is the roll. That's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count. 62 is 29. That's going to be a ground ball to first base. And Cepeda flips to the pitcher, Bolin. Dodgers are retired in the top of the 8th. But they get 2 runs. And it is now LA 4, San Francisco 5. On the pitch, the bottom of the 8th for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Larry Sherry, grade B reliever, X and W modifiers. He will face Orlando Cepeda. 1-2 is a ground out to the second baseman, 4-3. 1 away. Ernie Bowen, who came in to replace Jim Davenport when he got hurt, 36 is ground out to third base. The throw from Carey over to first is in time, 2 outs. Ed Bailey, 32 is a ground out to the second baseman, Junior Gilliam, over to Lee Walls. And very quickly, the Giants are retired in the bottom of the 8th. Go to the top of the 9th, San Francisco 5 and Los Angeles 4. All right, on to try to get this save for the San Francisco Giants will be Stu Miller, grade C pitcher, Y modifier. He'll try to hold on to this 1-run lead and face Tommy Davis, Frank Howard, and Lee Walls in the top of the 9th. Miller is listed as being 5'11" on his Apba card, but I don't think he was that tall. He was a pretty small pitcher. Here's the pitch to Tommy Davis. 24 is the roll. It's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Davis is 1-for-4, 1-for-5 on the day, but a big 2 home run is very important in this game. Here's Frank Howard. Frank Howard is 0-for-2. He has been dealt with carefully and walked twice. Here's the pitch to Frank Howard. 55 is going to be a base hit. Frank Howard is the tying run at first base. The Dodgers request time, and we see Larry Burright is coming out of the dugout. Larry Burright is the F-rated pinch runner for Los Angeles, and he will be at first base. Lee Walls is the batter. Stu Miller winds. Here's the pitch to Lee Walls. 42. It's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's 2 away. And they're pretty excited here. It's Candlestick Park. Only 1 more out to get. The person of Johnny Roseboro. And Johnny Roseboro is being called back to the dugout from the on-deck circle. And coming out of the dugout is Duke Snyder. He will pinch hit with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's Stu Miller's pitch to Duke Snyder. 1-5 is the roll. That's an 8 against a C pitcher. That's going to be a single to center field. And that will get Burright all the way to third base. So Snyder comes through with a pinch hit single. All right, it appears this is going to be Stu Miller's ball game to save or lose. He is still in there. Andy Carey will be the batter for Los Angeles. Here's the pitch to Andy Carey. We'll see what happens. 35 is going to be base on balls. Bases are loaded for the Dodgers. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. And very talented Willie Davis will come to bat. Here we take a look down at the bullpen for San Francisco, and Billy O'Dell is warming up, but it's going to be Stu Miller's game. Here's the windup, the pitch to Willie Davis. 34 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Willie Mays is under it, makes the basket catch, And that preserves the victory for the San Francisco Giants here in Game 1 of the 1962 playoffs. Giants 5 and the Dodgers 4 as they leave them loaded. We are back with a wrap-up of this first game of the 1962 playoffs between the Dodgers and Giants. The Los Angeles Dodgers scored 4 runs on 12 hits. They committed 1 error. And the San Francisco Giants scored 5 runs on 8 hits, and they committed 1 error. That was Willie Mays. The winning pitcher was, let me back up here. The winning pitcher was Billy Pierce, who went 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run, 7 hits, 1 strikeout, walked 5 batters. Billy Pierce, the winner. The star of the game today would be pitch hitter Ron Fairley, who came in the 8th inning following Andy Carey's home run and Willie Davis's single to double and drive in the game-winning run. So Ron Fairley, the star of today's game. Join us tomorrow when we play Game 2 of the 1962 playoffs. That will move to Dodger Stadium. And you can see that game tomorrow at Apba. Until then, God bless.